Ну а мы продолжаем играть в детективов. Сейчас тут пизделка происходит, меня ебенят, мы завалились к типу на хату, который якобы подозреваемый в том, что с его ствола убили там какого-то нигера. Мы нашли ствол, модель, пробили информацию, сейчас мы у него в квартире гасимся. Меня гасят, а не гасимся, меня ебенят. Поэтому мы сейчас будем делать так, чтобы ебенили мы этого типа наручнички и будем дальше продолжать игорочку вот эту через 5 минут. Итак, мы начинаем. Сразу сходу начинаем. Ого! Мощные удары пошли с моей стороны. Вот так вот апперкотик. Но. Вот так вот об головой на обстуре.
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Так, а мне надо квартирку пообыскивать. Может что-то интересное найдем. Во-первых, поднять кепку надо свою. А то она слетела, когда мне по обороточке я пропустил. Документы какие-то. Смотрим. Ты ебанутый, ты можешь дать его назад? Открываем. Угу. Информация. Следит за кем-то. Хуякс, еще одна.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Я, сука, его, блядь, в расследование расследую. Этого, сука, говорит, уезжаем уже отсюда. Он меня заебал, этот напарник. Угу. Вокзал. И шо это? Угу. Это тип студент. Мэтт, покурю. Пока можно. Пока не грохнули еще.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
На войну ебашь. Садимся в автобус, бегом. То у меня хуёвое, говорит, настроение, вам пизда. Если будете лишние слова говорить. Вооруженный очень опасен.
A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Нихуя себе, уже так хуярит траву, ебать. Ну короче, мы там все выполнили, ебать. Заебись. Коп, который честно служит. Ну, политику не переплюнул. Так что так, поехали. Выезжаем на встречку. Или... Ого! Вот это разборочки идет. Мафия ебень. Валимся, валимся. Хорошо он взял. Поехать надо. Присел, присел. Не приседай. Блин, шо, сука, нет, надо, успокойся, куда ты вылез? Кто? Ага. Давай еще раз. Сейчас меня тут грохнут, нахуй. Как ты... Ой, тебя говорит. Проверяй, проверяй в одну дверь.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
We don't know how many are in
Такое
there.
у кого?
Take it slow.
А куда ты там смотришь? Ты шо, ёбнутый? Тут битва идет. Вот я, вот тут. Проебался. Перестраивайся. Заткнись, тварь. Оп. Заткнись. Заткнись. Ого.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
Ни хрена себе положили.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Все в порядке. Заебись. Я рад. Охуенно, что ты был рядом со мной. Плеча об плечи, спина к спине стояли мы с тобой.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. You're the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Расслабиться хочет, говорит. Захотел. Центр полиции.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, but wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Вот такой.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Но не бей.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole. Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Ого. Погнал за ним, пиздуем. Да пошли на. Бежим. Куда ты? Успокойся. Стоять, буду стрелять. Полиция! Предупредительный сейчас будет.
Bowers, hold it right there. Stop now or I will shoot.
I won't tell you again, Wendell. You don't want to do this, Wendell.
Предупредительно, больше говорить не буду. Вали. Стоять, давай. Сюда. Сейчас его за ногу цап. Ты сука. Все. Туда иди. Харю мне с ноги. Ба.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Нагибала. Вот это я лёг.
We've got the place to ourselves.
Да хана тебе, значит. Оп-оп. Оп-оп. Так, сука. Оп-оп.
Give it up, Wendell.
На. Что такое? На. Что такое, я не понял. Успокойся. Заткнись. Вот так вот. Я сказал. Ебаш.
Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hunk will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Клоу.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Нихуёво учится, ебать. Бывает и такое. Покупать. Будь осторожен.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
Звездочка моя. Ого. Кого-то продырявили.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Кто это ты?
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole.
Cole.
You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Обыскать место преступления. Ага.
Broad daylight. Crowded street. I've seen everything.
Сколько? 3 выстрела. Все нажимается, все кнопками на клаве, смотрю, это все. Ага, тут все. Пил сок, разлил на себя. Так, ладно, как? Ага. Дальше. Налог.
C. Galetta. Railway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to be when I grew up.
Забери. Наружника разлазили, пришел. Ага. И все нормально. Опа.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Обыскиваем.
All these cops. There's
Так.
gotta be something big, right?
Мотив типа.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
You want to take a look around now? The witness can wait, Cole. We've got the perimeter.
Ральф Дан. Напад. Ладно.
You look like you were a big pain in the neck. Now I have a much slower.
Отдыхаю.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss.
Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Пояс. 27 лет.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. Do you want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galleta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I will take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Вот так вот я решил выполнить. Ну ладно. Это все пробные варианты. Пробую, конечно, посмотрим. Убирайся, слышу, сейчас будем разговаривать по-другому. Так, ладно.
We have the murder weapon?
No murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on it. We can trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Походу она правду сказала. Да, погнали, мы едем вооруженный мало. Надо ж опять ствол раскрывать, не как в тот раз, как-то побыстрее. Так. Погнали. Нормально, не получилось у меня.
What did I tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Что пошаешь? Что посеешь, что пожнешь. Погнали. Опять будем знать беса. Поворачивай на зеленый как раз. Не сигналь надо. Ой-ой-ой. Ничего страшного. Ничего страшного. Браунинг FN, модель 1922. Серийный номер 01138. Посмотрим. Браунинг.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Угу. Ювелирку. Так. Угу. Ювелир. Hartfield. Ювелирный магазинчик. Антидрюлики самбони. Так, поехали. Садись, куда ты идешь? Ты что, гонишь? Мы ж едем. Куда ты пошел? Прям туда. Будешь. Недалеко ехать. Можно и не ехать. Фарс. Подходим к магазинчику и заходим. Что нам надо? Надо допросить.
Officer, can I interest you in
Да,
a new
желаю.
watch?
Вы именно за часами сюда пришли.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Уешь.
Kalu, get back here!
Ах ты сука, блядь. Стоять нахрен. Подожди, подожди, куда ты едешь, блин. Дистанция, место. Оп! На! Подожди. Оказывается, нельзя.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Вызов, говоришь, да? Стоять надо.
Son of a bitch!
Help me out.
Go, Cole, go!
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Kalu, get back here!
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Next time, you're mine.
Stop or I will shoot!
Ага, вон он как.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Машина его, сука. Вот так вот. Не лыбся.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it
Грызет
grinds finely,
изнутри.
son. I hear it's you who knocked down Malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young folks. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young fellows. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Все, надо сейчас раскрыть. Лжет, не лжет. Если что, это опасно. Ага, это уже догнал.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Ага. Все. Посмотрел. Да не надо мне. О.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You blew a man out of his socks over an empty grudge, you son of a bitch. Do you think I have sympathy for you?
That's the way. Keep needling me. Try the rough stuff, and my lawyer will be making an official complaint. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Все, проебал свой шанс.
You disappoint me, cold folks. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Второй шанс. Второй. И может еще будет третий, пятый, сотый.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Come on, Mr. Kalu. Make this easier on yourself. Get it off your conscience.
You think I'm stupid? You think I'll just do whatever you want because you're a nice guy? I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
Блять.
You disappoint me, cold folks. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a
Он
confession!
орет.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
Это
A
пробный
lawyer can't
вариант.
help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have
Детектив
to pay
ебаный.
for that.
Он да ебаный. Ну,
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Пробуем, что это, баллы.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage. Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Coldfellows.
Фу, ну ебануха.
Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that. Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage. Gage was an asshole, but his death wasn't down to me.
Да что за хуйня, блядь, происходит?
I've just got to keep my mouth
Не
shut
знаю, блядь,
and watch you
что
run around in
нажать.
circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me,
Сейчас все
Coldfellows.
будет, нахуй. Я сейчас
Get back in
развалю
there and raise
все.
some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Ебать он руцы. Сейчас я его потом там пиздил людей, вот так вот его надо вот прям в коридоре гасить. Суку.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my
Он
lawyer.
лжет.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Холоднокровно завалились. Перестрелка,
Let's talk
давай.
about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're
Завидую.
talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Все уладит, думаешь, да? А ты ж лжешь.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
Сейчас опять неправильно отвечаю, все, уже можно выходить.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them. I've just got to keep my mouth shut and watch you run around in circles. We're done. Unless you want to keep making a schmuck of yourself.
You disappoint me, Coldfellows. Get back in there and raise some lunch, boy! I need a confession!
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Все будет.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't prove I used my gun on Gage.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that shtup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Все, вот так вот, мразь. Все-таки, сука, признался, что это ты сделал. Ушел.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps.
Ты орал, сука, 3 раза. Что ты там, это все нормально говоришь теперь?
Let me have a word with the chief of police, young Phelps.
Замок, замок, замок.
A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Ага, ну хорошо, понадобится, значит, так и сделать. Наорал, сука, 3 раза, а теперь костюм погладить надо. Годен, блядь. Все годен. Отлично, все отлично. Физическая подготовка. Способный следователь. Владеет оружием. Отличная физическая форма. Владеет методами допроса. Поэтому дальше. Поэтому мы переходим в другой округ. Или отдел. Что-то там. Водительское сиденье. Поехали. Угу. Пиздуй. центра.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Intense. The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Вот так вот говорю. Да, по-ешему.
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
They all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of LA is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Охуевший
Stick
был.
with me, kid.
Сынок.
You'll find out.
Да это скоро ты будешь меня держаться, чувачок.
And now some
Здравствуйте.
housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow,
Кстати,
Phelps.
кисло похлопали.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside now. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down with my sap.
You're wasting time. Get out of here.
Опиздавали. В отделе охуенности.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Погнали. В шляпках, все как положено.
Mary says he'll sing.
Выход.
Only if I guarantee
Куда
he
нам
won't.
туда?
Isn't he the cop they've been talking
You know
about
this
on the
place?
radio? Want another
Sure.
commendation?
Near the old gas works and signal depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
Are you removing film and reducing tooth decay with Dental Clean toothpaste? Dental Clean removes film and floats it away. No toothpaste or rubber fights tooth decay like Dental Clean. No matter how many toothpastes you try, change to Dental Clean. If you're using the same toothpaste you used 2 years ago, you're missing the new brightness and the natural brilliance of your smile. It's Dental Clean. Dental Clean toothpaste for health. Don't delay. Ask the druggist for Dental Clean today. This is KTI, a member of the American Century Broadcasting System.
All units of 459 just occurred in 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps. Are we friends now, Bukowski? We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So you won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of LA safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the
Рассказывает ему о себе, ебать, короче, в общих чертах.
I did my job.
И он выполняет свою работу.
I did 6 years as a patrolman. That's the third
Он
time.
6 лет свой ебил. Подъезжаем, подъезжаем, подъезжаем. Избираемся, осмотрелись, поехали дальше. И валим, и сразу. Поверну, поверну, поверну. Поворот. Все, погодь. Он тут маму. Такие ночные Детектив. 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 Я тормозил. Так, там что-то по поводу автомобиля, да? Мы едем. Да. Вот и мы приехали. Посылки ладно, станция.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
Ага. Сейчас будем допрашивать, узнавать и расследовать это убийство.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. You don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
По-моему. Не стал.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
Так. Брошенный автомобиль, брызги крови. И... Вот такие улики у нас. А еще нам надо посмотреть люди. Знаете, вот этот нигер. Федоревой. Неизвестен нам пока почему. Пойдем осмотрим. Пойдем осмотрим все это дело. Что поговорить не готов.
Always the same through a few fights. How about you?
Можно использовать. Давай посмотрим. Ключ.
I don't think so.
Не думаю. Ну хер с ним, положим дальше. Это что? Оп.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Тут только две. Только две, да, все. Это свинья, по-любому, сука, он зарезал свинью. 100%. Ого, тут все в дерьме. В крови.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Ни хрена себе много крови. Тут, блядь, всю машину как крафты покрасили. Ну, как-то так. Посмотрели. Может, уже откроет капот, а она не заводилась. Может быть, так. Ну что, ты что-то узнал? Да я заглянул. Да я заглянул. Сейчас будем разговаривать.
You know, my nephew joined the police, and he's a little slow, too.
Итак, нам надо допросить кого? Нигера вот этого. Кто он вообще? Нигер. Давай, близи, да.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Хорошо. Фу. Давай.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Wilkie. If you don't mind waiting a little longer, I'm sure we'll have more questions once we've had a look around.
Вот так вот мы допросили этого чувака по поводу тачки. Он работает на железной дороге и вроде говорит правду. Ага, что поговорить. Ну давай.
Doc, Detective Phelps.
Давай.
What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Но ключ не в крови, если даже это орудие убийства. тупым предметом. Так, вот. Поэтому мы дальше будем проверять, смотреть. Это тоже что-то тут рыщет. Надо тоже завершить. Опа. Типа орудие убийства.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
Так. Отойди нахрен отсюда. Я хочу его расследовать. Кошелек берем. Оп. А там у нас кто? Ага.
Mm-hmm. 32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
Adrian Black. А что, перевестись на фотку нельзя? Ага. Так, вот это походу этот чувачок.
Happier times, I guess.
Это на вот этого тачка походу. Так. Все. И очки. Как было на фотке у типа. Вроде такие. Посмотрим. Фирму. Что это?
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
В домашних условиях? Что мы имеем? Люди. Эдриан Блэк, вот этот чувак, который был на фотке Морган. Вопрос. Это этого типа жена. Да. Люди есть, улики. Автомобили, брызги крови, квитанции за свинью, за живую свинью. Труба, бумажник, очки. Дом. Дом Блэка. Так, теперь надо вот этого типа нигера опять спросить по поводу тех теперь улик. Опа, окровавленная
We
труба.
found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. You know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Содержание
The
бумаги.
wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Ну у него и выражение лица, блядь.
Tell the truth, Mr. Wilkie. You rifled the wallet.
My money is my money. You can't prove I touched that wallet.
Ну шо, блядь? Пиздишь мне тут.
Man does the right thing, and the police try to turn him into a criminal.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Так, дальше. Пошел ты домой, отдыхай. Ну что, с этим еще поговорить же надо. Или хуй на него уже.
We're going to notify the wife. You seem to have it under control here.
Yeah, I got this.
Да не, буду я ехать. Зачем мне напарничать? Я только посмотрю тут одно места. Вот это. Ой-ой-ой, никуда не нажимаю. Вот так вот. И можно отправляться.
.620 Bunker Hill Avenue. You know where that is?
Behind Bunker Hill. A couple blocks north of Central Station.
So, what do we tell the wife?
Play it by the book. There's no stiff yet, so let's see how it plays out.
Да ну да. Пока труп мы там не нашли, то ясно. Оп.
Could be a car theft gone wrong. Make Black drive somewhere lonely, then give him a tap.
But why leave the car?
Obviously, someone got a little heavy-handed.
It's the wrong way around.
Well, how so, genius?
Where is Adrian? If you've gone to all the trouble to steal the car, and it goes wrong, you leave the body behind, not the car.
You got something there, fellas. Doesn't add up.
Да, что-то мне не смотрится. Что кто-то темнит или я. Сейчас пойдем поговорим, поедем. Пойдем поедем.
You read about the guy on the crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and
he's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil. The Southern Pacific freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour. The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
What a pointless waste of life.
You'll get plenty of blood and guts and mindless stupidity working traffic, folks. And who needs a Second Amendment when we'll give a goddamn fool the license to get behind the wheel of an automobile?
If it's a kidnapping, why leave the victim's ID? If it's a murder, why leave the car? The evidence doesn't add up.
Free lesson, Phelps. Evidence will only get you so far. You ask me, the whole thing feels hinky as hell.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition.
Don't worry, kid. Keep watching the
Мы уже
master, you'll get
пиздуем.
there one day.
Я уже пиздую. Да куда ж ты, блядь? Ой, ой-ой-ой, что за... Погнали. Так, что мы делаем? Мы пиздуем к жене. Будем базарить с ней. Там все обыскали. Что получилось выяснить, выяснили, что не получилось выяснить, не выяснили. Поэтому, что будет дальше, сейчас мы будем смотреть. Давай мы, наверное, так, блядь, не в стену пошли. Пойдем через другое место. А мы повернем вот здесь. И попиздим дальше. А, там все равно. И погнали. Тихо. И плавненько вот так вот сюда мы заворачиваем. Все четко делаем. Продолжаем наше движение. Нормальная такая игрушечка. Неплохая. Оп, приехали. Кулаки. Вот этот дом. Дом Блэк. Сириус Блэк.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Ну, как хочешь. Сопливаешься.
Just a minute.
Угу. Я тебя вижу. Добрый день.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Пожалуйста. Пошли.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Хорошо. Сейчас мы будем осматривать дом.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Сейчас мы хату осмотрим. А потом будем задавать вопрос. Чашка. Ладно, чашка. Тут это говорил краник, потому что на кухне. Сходим мы на кухню, посмотрим. Забито. Ладно, мы не будем подсвечивать ничего, мы будем так, как настоящие детективы работать.
Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Ага. Спички.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
4 нету. Спички только мы нашли. Только спички пока. Ищем дальше. Холодильник, записки. Это что у нас? Чек. Походу, да? Да. Эдриан Блэк.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Так, так. Не может.
This must be Adrian's. Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
Да. Да. Те самые очечки, которые были на ушке написано. Фоточку давай посмотрим. Скрытое
To
послание.
my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Ну все. Оп. Еще эти спички тут. И тоже 4 нема. Так. Билет. На поезд.
A used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Вот так вот. Билетик у нас есть. То все. Извещение. Все, я понял. Там сидишь, а мы смотрим это все.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
Да, доктор.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves.
Что-то вколол мне, блядь.
I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh.
Ну то вообще накренькало типа, что он поплыл по стулу. Так, ладно. 2 газеты из 13. Опять спички тут. А, сидишь. Что за... А пачку нельзя взять? Нет. А куда ж ты прёсся, а? Ладно, попёрли дальше. Давай.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt.
Вот
south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
Все. Пробил. Итак, мы позвонили, все выяснили. Сейчас вот эту комнатку последнюю обыскиваем, что-то интересное может найдем. Игра пиздатая, пиздатая. Обсмотрели все. Так. Ну ладно, будем мы базарить с ней тогда. Итак. Вопросики. Квитанция СБО, не поехали.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Оп.
The situation doesn't look good, Margaret. You need to tell me what you know.
There's no need to be so aggressive. I'm also a victim.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Это правда, мы ж футляр дома нашли, ёбаный. Я так думаю.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
Думаешь?
You and your husband are in separate bedrooms. What gives? Did you want him out of the way, Margaret?
No, I did not. My husband and I may have drifted apart, but it wasn't my choice.
Награда 5 скрытых машин. Ну, допустим. Что нам надо? В отель заехать? Посмотрим. Спички. Квитанция, реклама, футляр, послание, билет на поезд. Билет на поезд. Места. Дом бывает. Там походу тоже, да. Бар. Поедем в бар. По-любому. Так. Еще что-то найдем сейчас.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Покрутить нельзя. Хотел покрутить. Ну ладно. Тут нема ничего. Тут тоже. Побыскаем, сваливаем отсюда еще раз. Опа. А вот и труба.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Кого брать? Охренеть. Вот это сейчас будет, конечно, головоломочка. Да нет, нет, нет. Так. Итак. Итак.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
I'm all right now, detectives.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Вроде не пизди, далеко. Давай со мной.
The evidence is stacking up, Mrs. Black. It all places you at the rail yard last night.
I'm already told you I was here all night alone. Your stack of evidence doesn't change a thing.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Хорошо, блядь. Тогда нам надо поехать в этот. Там еще качать что-то. Вот этот барчик. Бар, которого захаживал вот этот тип Адриан. Уфл Эдисон. Ну, поехали. Пробежимся.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Hey, that's that cop. Seems like a decent guy.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. Stranger things have happened.
Так будет правильно, что он меня возит. Я ж типа ж охуенный. Кевин. Калан. Бару Калан.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
Ты что, тупой? Сосредоточься. К кому я подошел, бля?
Looking for someone?
Root beers all around, doll.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
Would you recommend the special, Miss? Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Я тебе сейчас расскажу. Тут хуя. А, это не ты. Да ёпрст. Бля, блин. Встала и не двигается.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Поехали. Оп.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there, and you let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
Что-то он мне походу базарит.
If he was on his way to meet you when he went missing, you're gonna have to do a lot better than I don't recall.
He had a couple and then left, I guess. Maybe he had to go meet someone. That's the best I can do.
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you enjoy the LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? You tell Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
Опа. Ну такой прикол. Блять, нахуй я вышел, хотел, чтобы тот поехал, ёбаный.
He sure left his drink in a hurry.
Короче, походу преследовать надо эту машину.
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Пиздуем за ним, да.
You've got a pretty funny idea of what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
Куда ты, блядь, едешь, ёпта?
Hit the brakes, Cole.
Да отпусти, успокойся, вижу, подъезжай. И едем за ним.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive, Cole.
Успокойся, блядь.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Куда ты пиздуешь, чувачок? Опа. Квартира Моргана. Ну. Мы все видим, знаем. Наблюдаем.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Day one in the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. It won't work on me.
Apartment 2.
И у этого два. Сейчас они будут в шоке, когда
Alright.
дверь
Let's pay our
откроют.
friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Так, один. Нам сюда. Вот, двое еще. Ну шо?
Who the hell is that? Will you
Вот этот
relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it.
Все в порядке, а тут не в порядке.
It's over, Morgan. Mr. Black? LAPD, give yourself up now!
I knew it! Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, don't get the last resort.
Погнали, давай,
No
на
point running,
крышу.
Adrian.
Ах ты вон ты, сука, драная. Сюда,
Mr.
блядь.
Black, get back here right now!
Да. Оп, там уже на машинке подъезжают.
Stop right there, Adrian. It's
Stop.
over, Adrian.
Арестован, тварь.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house.
I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here. You could go a long way in this department.
Неплохо. Неплохо. Дело закрыто. Отчет по делу. Найденного лик 13, надо 14. Ну такое. Неплохо, скажем так. Правильные ответы, то есть вопросы 6 из 12. Наполовину. Автомобилем $70. Угу. Закрыть. Машина консула.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. PR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
I don't care. I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
Ну а на этом моменте мы попрощаемся. Будем продолжать в другой раз убийца. Следующую серию выпустим. Кому понравилось, тот значит ставит лайк или комменты.